Okay, so I wanted to share with you, and this is my buddy, and yes, it doesn't hurt to have a cute dog to get people to watch a video because, heck, animal videos and kid videos are all the rage. But I wanted to share with you another hack that a student taught me for finding the accented syllable in a word. So there's so many ways to help a student find that accented syllable, and what works for one person may not work for another. You can view the other strategies I've talked about in another video on my YouTube channel. But I want to share a strategy that one of my students came up with on his own. None of the strategies I had shared with him really clicked, and he really struggled. So one day he just started using his own strategy, and I'm going to share that with you today. Perhaps some of you already know this strategy, but I hadn't ever thought of it, and it actually perplexed me at first, and then he explained it to me. So I would say a word, and he would repeat it while dragging his fingers along the desktop. He'd say the word and do it a few times, and then he'd accurately identify the accented syllable. So here's some examples of the strategy he used and how he taught me how it works for him.
As an example, the word custom, custom, custom. Cuss is accented, and I asked him, "How do you know?" He said, "Watch. Cuss, tum." He said, "Cuss is much longer. Tum is shorter, so cuss is accented." And I thought that was brilliant because he could feel it. This strategy had never even occurred to me. So I gave him the word confess. 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 He said, "Kun is over here. Fess is all of this. So this is the accented syllable." One more example, bacon. Bacon. Bay is accented. Bay goes from here to here. Kun is only here. So this is the accented syllable.
So it wasn't until I tried it myself that I realized he was totally right. You can really feel which syllable is accented, stressed, or longer, however you describe it, just by dragging your fingers along the desktop. I told him he was brilliant. So even if other instructors already know this and I'm late to the show, I didn't know this and I hadn't been taught it. And I was so impressed that he found a way that worked for him. So I know those of you who work in the same field with those with dyslexia, we know these kids and adults, people with dyslexia are brilliant. And we get the pleasure of witnessing and allowing them to teach us a thing or two.